Good morning, crafters, and a warm welcome to Hunky Dory TV. It's Wednesday morning. We're in the middle of the week. It's hump day. My name's Dan. I'm going to be your host for an hour of crafting today. We have the lovely Jess producing our show. Good morning, Jess. Good morning. And we have the intense creativity that is Natalie Eagleton.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, Natalie. How are you?
I'm well, thank you.
Are you up for it and mad for it today?
Always.
Always.
Always, yeah.
Can I just point out, I did get your name right, which is pretty good after only 12 months. It's more than 12 months, isn't it?
Yeah, it's 2 years now.
It's 2 years now.
Yeah.
My goodness. Time flies when you're having fun. Morning, everyone. We have got something really, really special for you today. It is right up my street, this, to the point where it's bought a plot, it's built a bungalow, and it's moved in. It's that far up my street.
It's so good.
I love this, and I think you're going to love it too. But before we look at it, it is time for Win It Weekly. Everyone, here we go. Time for Win It Weekly. Let's take a look at the question. Hey, it looks a bit dark, doesn't it? It's my fault, this, isn't it? I messed with the camera and I shouldn't have done. Sorry.
I tried to fix the cameras yesterday as well. What a day
for the camera to look a bit dark. We'll see what happens. Okay, if you want to be with a chance of winning our Pretty Poppies Ultimate Collection. Ultimate Collection gives you the luxury topper collection, making 16 cards. It gives you the fantastic 8x8 pad, but it also gives you your inserts as well, so you get all three there, which is amazing. 3 lucky winners. We need the answer to the question. The largest natural flower bouquet is made up of how many flowers? The largest natural flower bouquet is made up of how many flowers? Is it A, maybe it's the largest ever natural flower bouquet. Is it A, 6,434? Is it B, 4,786? Or is it C, 5,564? It's a guess, that one, isn't it? There's no way of kind of knowing that, I don't think, that. Unless...
well, I'm sure it's probably out there.
Unless... Oh, right, is it out? Okay, so you could...
I imagine it would be.
You could Google it, other search engines do exist? Yes?
I imagine it's like
Yahoo
a Guinness World Record holder, maybe?
It could be. It could be. I should imagine. Right, let us know the answer. 3 people are going to win the Ultimate Poppies bundle, which is a lovely, lovely, lovely collection from September, I think we launched that. What I love about this Poppies collection, if you just take a very quick look, is that it's got colours to it. Fantastic colours. So instead of it just being the red, there are multiple colours. I think Lisa's just asked if Natalie's got her mic on.
Oh, wait. It might work now. It's not plugged in properly.
A quiet Natalie. Now,
Dan's favourite thing.
That's a thing, isn't it? Okay, everybody, are you ready for something brand spanking new? It's absolutely gorgeous. It's our new Adorable Scorable rainbow finish. Never been done before, and it's amazing. A, to look at, but B, to work with. I think we've got VT, so we'll show you. Straight to the pack shot, I think, because you have to see this in all its glory. Look at that. That is our rainbow finish, Adorable Scorable colour selection. First thing you notice, apart from the fact that there's kind of this rainbow sheen across it, you're going to see it in the light in a minute, and it's amazing. As it moves, it's fantastic. It's like Adorable Scorable and Miri had a little baby.
Rainbow Miri had a baby.
Rainbow Miri had a baby. It is, isn't it?
It's a match made in heaven.
Honestly, it is a match made in heaven. We've never done anything like it before. I want to draw your attention to the bottom left of your screen and the price. Normally $14.99. We've got a launch promotion on it. It's £11.99. You can get hold of this fantastic product. Would you like to see it? I'll just show you some. Look, I mean, straight away you're going to see.
So good.
It's like colour changing, really, isn't it? It's got so many different colours to it.
Really
Stunning.
Nice.
That is your pink pizzazz. We've got 20 colours in this. I'm going to show you them all.
And I think it's important to say that these 20 colours, Dan, are the same 20 colours as our 2025 Adorable Scorable.
Of course they are. So that's what it is. Effectively, it's our Adorable Scorable with a rainbow mirror finish on top of it.
Yeah.
Really quite special. And to show you the difference, I've got, this is our lavender Adorable Scorable there. And that is our lavender Adorable Scorable Rainbow Mirri next to it. So can you see, it's the same colour, but it's got that rainbow, so it's the same hue or the same tone.
We're going to be able to mix and match with it. We're going to be able to do our matting and layering with it.
Matting and layering, it's going to look absolutely
so
fabulous.
Gorgeous.
Colour-wise, just look at it. It's beautiful.
It's so nice.
It's absolutely gorgeous. Fresh green there. And again, we can do this. So we can put them next to each other, and you can see how lovely they look next to each other. You've got steel grey. There you go.
Very nice colour.
There's your rainbow. Look at that, amazing. Okay, so this is your 350 GSM Adorable Scorable that you know and love. This is the 2025 colour selection. So the ones that you've got right now, Hessian.
Yeah.
Our aim is to keep this in stock. This is a long-term stock product. I do not want this to go out of stock because it's beautiful. Lemon there, look at that.
That is really nice, isn't it?
True purple, but true purple with a rainbow mirror finish. Absolutely balmy, beautiful. Stormy blue, these catch the light. Natalie, die cuts.
Oh my goodness. These die cut fantastically from really detailed dies as well, which because it's like a laminated finish, you would think it wouldn't do. But we've cut, and you'll see in some of the examples, we've cut some really detailed dies with this, and it looks stunning.
So that's ebony, right? So if I go and find my ebony, there you go. So you've got black, but because it's got the rainbow finish on it, it's still got that depth. And if you get it in the right light, you'll see it go black. But my goodness, it doesn't want to go black because it's got all, there we go. It's got all of the colours and the light running through it. I mean, look at that.
It's crazy, isn't it?
Incroyable. Yes, yes, yes. A4 sheets, as you'd expect. 350 GSM, but with that Mirri laminate on top of it. So therefore, its rigidity is exceptional.
It's so much like this in strength. Talking of strength and sort of like 3D makes or boxes with this, bowed cards with this, it is really, really strong. So
but just card making as well. You know.
Oh yeah.
Soft suede there. You know, all the colours that you've seen, which are really, really beautiful. The green tea. But just now, there you go. So you see the original colour in there as well, but you've also got this sort of rainbow finish. We've got lots of light in the studio, so you're seeing a lot of light shining off it.
This is one of those products that unfortunately, until you get it home, you don't see like the absolute immense beautifulness of it.
So you can see the iPad there.
Yeah.
In Adorable Scorable, right? That's a Mirri effect, being able to see, you know, the reflectivity. But you get, I mean, there you go. But you get that same sort of effect with, you can almost read my words, with this rainbow finish as well. Crushed grape, isn't it gorgeous? Teal there to finish as well. So there are 20 of our colours, 20 that go so beautifully well with this rainbow finish. And you get them all. You get a sheet of every single one. Normally $14.99, it's not, it's £11.99. It's not a while stocks last thing, although our current stocks will dwindle very, very quickly. I can get this back into stock. It takes about a week or so once it goes out of stock. It will go out of stock, but we'll be able to get it back. It'll take about a week, don't worry. But you need this in your life. It is that good, it's gorgeous. Now, Nat.
Yes.
Okay, so this is kind of a rainbow finish.
Yeah.
Right? Rainbow and pearl are very close together. You can see like it's kind of a pearlescent sort of vibe
very
to
close
it,
together.
Right? I've got a colour for you. Naturally, a colour for you. We didn't just do this on colours. We did this on white as well.
And this is going to be so good for your Christmas makes as well.
I want to show you this, right? Look at that. Can you see that how the rainbow becomes pearl? Can you see? So when it's on white, it becomes pearl. Well, we have a white selection, a white only selection for the people who want it in white. And as soon as we did this technique and we got it in white and we made a couple of things that we went, oh my gosh, I mean, just look at the embossing, it's so beautiful.
It's so good.
Look at the light playing across that fantastic reflective finish. But with a pearlescent style with the white, you get Prism white, 16 sheets, should be £11.99. It's £9.99. So that is your standard white. As you can see, that's a sheet of standard white Adorable Scorable, which is still wonderful as we know. And that next to it
Oh, it's the best.
Is your Prism white.
This is something that is not going to be around for the rest of the day, I don't think. I think
glorious.
it's something that you have to get your hands on right now, because you don't want to have to be waiting around for this to come back into stock.
100%. It's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. There you go. So £9.99 instead of £11.99. You get 16 sheets of this 350 GSM A4 Prism white, Adorable Scorable. So it's got the properties of Adorable Scorable.
Yeah.
So because it's a laminated board, this, you know, it just will not crack. It will not feather.
No.
It cuts beautifully, trimmer beautifully,
Yeah.
guillotine beautifully, scores and takes a hold like you would not believe. Takes a score like you would not believe. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. This is fantastic. That shows you how good it looks when it's used.
It's so nice, isn't it?
Wowzers, trousers.
And that's like using a really detailed die cut with the words as well. So you're going to be able to use all of your really nice fancy shaped dies, whether it's words like that or whether it's really sort of like detailed panels as well. It's going to cut beautifully out of that.
That's your white cloud, but it becomes Prism white. Very, very nice. A couple of cards to show you. So I love this sort of harlequin effect. Look at the light flashing off it. You only get that with Miri, but it's not
Only
Miri,
get that
it's
with Miri.
Adorable Scorable. So it matches with your colours of your Adorable Scorable. So you can mix and match them, whether it be Adorable Scorable or this new rainbow finish, completely up to you. Fantastic light flashing across the cards. Really, really cool. Look at that, super duper. And there's another one there, Nat, from you, with just one of those acetate wraps across the bottom as well. Just the light on it, absolutely gorgeous. Do you know what we're going to do now?
We're going to show you how to use it.
We're going to show you how to use it.
We are. We're going to do a couple of techniques in this first card as well, so you'll really get to see like how good it is for your card making. So I've chosen a selection of colours. I've gone with like 6 different colours here. So we've got like a darker and a lighter shade that we're going to sort of pull together. I think that's where we're going to go with this. So my first panel I'm going to cut with this incredible background piece. So we're just going to pop this onto here, and this actually doesn't cut out the whole of your, oh, I'm breaking everything this morning again. It's the second time this week over in the demonstration station, everything's broken. So we're just going to trim that down because we don't need to use the whole piece of cardstock for this, and I'm just going to cut into this with our die. So let's grab our plates. We'll make sure we've got all of the right ones together. I'm going to go in and just put my metal plate down, and then we can go in with our cardstock and our die. So it's going to face onto that one, and then we'll get the other plates, and I'm just going to pop that in here. So I'm going to run that through our die cutting machine. And sometimes, and depending on your die cutting machine, with stuff that's laminated, you might find that you need to turn your dies, or it obviously depends on like the dies that you're using, whether they're hunky dory or other dies that you've got in your stash. But you can see already that this is cut through here beautifully. So we're going to remove that panel from here, and this is a really nice panel because not only does it cut these panels out, but it also like embosses the detail in it as well, so you can really see how well you can just pop all of that out of there. So just going over all of these edges, making sure that we've got all of those bits popped out. I think I've got a few more in here that need to just come away.
We've got some questions about whether this is core. It is going to be a core item. Core item means that we're going to keep it stocked, or when it sells out, we buy it back in or remanufacture it, if that makes sense. This will be core for the next couple of years, for as long as our 2025 Adorable Scorable lasts, and we always tend to try to keep them for 2 years.
Yes.
As a block, which is fantastic.
Yeah, but this is something that we could easily do with like other colours when it comes to like redoing our Adorable Scorable as well, isn't it? So just popping out those
it's
last
not available as
bits.
individual sheets. It's a mixed pack of those fantastic colours, but white is available separately. And white is already proven on Hobby Maker yesterday to be ridiculously
Oh yeah, the
popular.
white has been everyone's favourite, I think. Oh,
I think you said that. Do you want to grab that?
It's all right. I think I'll be okay. So we've got that panel there. And then I'm also going to do a little bit of embossing with one of our embossing folders, because when me and Anne-Marie were crafting with this, we found that this was such a fun idea to do. So I'm going to take the purple for this one. I'm going to go with the darker purple. And again, I'm just going to cut it down because I'm not going to use all of it. But the colours that we've got in here, I'll be able to sort of like make this card a number of times with the technique that we're doing here. And it's a technique that I really like to do with products like this. So pop that through. And then we're going to bring that out. Now, because it's rainbow mirrory, I'm going to bring in some rainbow, because it's rainbow adorable scorable, sorry, I'm going to bring in rainbow mirrory this time to really catch the light when we do all of the panels. So this is how it looks.
Look at that.
Embossed, which is absolutely incredible. The light just like dances off it. So I'll bring in my Adorable Scorable. We're going to do a 6x8 card. So I'm going to do a matte and layer that is a quarter shorter, my favourite size.
What is it, Natalie? A quarter shorter?
So let's do that. And then I'm going to cut down some panels here. So I'm going to aim to have these at about 5.5-ish wide. So I'm going to mix and match these colours together to do some nice panels on this card. So I'm going to do, let's go for the blue ones. I'm going to do it like 2, and I'm going to cut these down. So if I trim off the top edge of this one.
Just beautiful colours. I mean, I can't stop looking at the colour variety that we've got here now. It's so nice.
And we're going to sort of like place these on at different levels and then like cut into them. So don't worry about how it's sort of starting to look. Our purple one is next, and I'll do the purple one a little bit shorter. So I'm going to do 1.5-inch strips with that, and we can always use these extra strips when we've got them as well. And what I think I'm going to do is like mix and match the way that my design goes. Oh no, I needed to do the purple in this. So 1.5 inches, I'm just going to spin that around. Just so I've got a thinner edge. So we've got that.
So good. And holds it, because it's got this decent rigidity to it. It holds that. You know, you could press on it. It's going to hold that that emboss, which is really good.
We'll do the pink at 2, because then we'll be able to bring that purple and the blue back in a little bit, because we might mix and match the way that we do our colours. So I've got all of those ready to go now. That was a quarter shorter than 6x8. So just for ease of your mats and layers and how you're going to cut it out, I am going to cut another panel here of this, and I'm going to cut that to just a half shorter than my card. So we've got that at 5.5 by 7.5, and then this is going to be the panel for like where we're going to add our layers to and things like that. So if I just take my scissors, I'm just going to trim this down so it's a little bit shorter on that end, and then I'm going to get my tape runners. So you're going to want your dotty and your normal for this. You can also add some of these on with foam pads if you wish to. So let me just get out any pieces that still haven't dropped out of there.
Viv asked a great question. Does the card not get scratched with the 3-in-1 brush? It doesn't, does it?
No, it doesn't get scratched at all. When you're die cutting, you will find that if you've got very sort of like used die cut plates, that depending on how much pressure you're putting on your machine, there is a chance that you will find that your machine imprints onto the cardstock because of that laminate finish. But an easy way
that's the same with anything,
yeah,
isn't it? With mirror,
an easy way to stop that is to sort of have like an extra piece of cardstock as a barrier. Okay. But yeah, that's the same with any cardstock. It's not sort of like it's only going to happen with this card. So let's just start adding these panels together. So I've got a little bit of blue.
So popular on Hobby Maker yesterday.
Pink.
Absolutely on fire. Well, let's hope it didn't get too on fire, but yeah, really busy. And that was Amy down at Hobby Maker.
Amy was down at Hobby Maker yesterday. Yep.
We've got extra shows this week at Hobby Maker. We
have, yeah.
We've got. We did
Monday as our extra day.
That's it.
And then we've got. I'm on. Amy's on on Thursday. Amy was on yesterday, which is a normal day. And Marie's back on tomorrow.
She is.
So she's back there twice this week, which is really fun. And then I am there on Sunday. So lots of fun shows, lots of brand new launches. And the fun doesn't stop this week either. We've got more birthday shows next week. Even more launches for you.
Have we got more birthday shows next week?
Yes, we
I
have.
didn't know that.
It's going to be unstoppable, the shows that we've got. So I'm going to finish off this side with adding this back in. So let me just cut another panel of this out because we've got extra on here. So again, that was 2 on there, but these are all going to sort of, this one will hang off the edge, so we can just trim that down once we've finished with it.
I know that we've got a best-selling product coming back in stock on Hobby Maker, I think later on next week, haven't we?
It depends what product that is that you're talking about, Daniel.
Something like this?
Oh, I don't
Is that
know.
the week after?
I don't know whether that's back in stock next week.
Something.
There's some brand new. Oh, I've got the wrong one there. There's some brand new products coming next week that are very exciting. I packed up the parcels for those yesterday. I had to use some very big boxes to fit all of those in.
Okay,
but that
yes.
is
yes, I know what you're
that's
talking
going to be a
about.
very fun show. So layering up the last 2 pieces now. And again, you can see how if you wanted to create height on this card, you could have some of these layers sort of like along a bit on foam pads to give it a little bit of height. But I love the mix of colours in this one. I love sort of using cardstock in this way, maybe in a herringbone pattern, but it just showcases how well it die cuts, it showcases how well it embosses with the panels that we've used on here. So I'm just going to trim these around and then I can keep all of these cut to size pieces and I could recreate this card again because I've got more of that gorgeous embossed look. And I've got
you are
more
going
of
to
the,
love this when you get it home. It is such a beautiful cardstock. You know Adorable Scorable. You love Adorable Scorable. It is the premier cardstock in the marketplace. It is. This just adds that extra touch to it that makes it's just beautiful.
So this is going to sit on there and then I'm going to go in with one of our acetate wraps. So I've chosen a little note to say well done because we've got a few of the stars on this design as well. And I think because of the colours we've used as well, and it's quite vibrant, it's quite fun, it could definitely work for lots of different sort of ages. And as well, I love the fact that we can actually still read that writing on here, even though it's sort of like on that sort of finish that we've got. So I am just going to go in and what I'm going to do is just fold over the edges. You could measure this, I just find it easier to do by hand. So I'm just going to fold over those edges a little bit. I'm going to grab my score tool because then I know it's exactly where it needs to be. I'm going to just go over those scores and then I'm going to go over at like 2 notches after that, which will leave me with a really thin edge, but it's enough to be able to stick this down.
These are back in stock.
These are
the acetate. I forgot my words. Acetate strips. I was going to say.
acetate wraps.
Thank you, darling. Acetate straps are back in stock and available on the website, as are, I believe, the aperture fronts for the
your little books, yeah.
They are back in stock and on the website, which is brilliant. There are a couple of other things that we are doing our absolute utmost to get back in stock.
We are.
Including the terrarium.
Yes, I reordered the ribbon for that yesterday.
Did you?
I did.
Okay, the terrarium's not too far off. I wonder if we can get an update from the beautiful Samantha. Shall I go and bother her and ask her?
I don't think it's yes on. I don't know where it's up to. I don't know whether they're, because I know that our warehouse Will has been down there doing some extra bits on the machines.
Yes, he has.
So
see if, will you do me a favour, Jess? Will you ask somebody to see if Sam will pop in?
Yeah.
Don't we'll see if we can get Sam on the camera.
Sam is not going to do that.
She's not going to do that. Mind you, Sam did always say, she said, I'd love to do a show.
She did say that. But
Sam's
then
our,
the actual reality of Sam doing the show.
Sam's our
will
operations
be
manager.
very, very different.
It's been with
So
us a long time, Sam.
I've got that on there now. It crosses over those designs, and when we lift that up, you're going to be able to see that working. So just use some red tape to make sure that it's super secure on those edges. And it just does prove as well that you can use it on your larger cards and it's still going to fit really nicely. So let's just place this on here now. That's going to give me more of a rainbow mirror edge.
Okay, really? That's so close. Thank you so much, Liz. Well,
That's what Sam says, but Sam's part of the job is done, but my part of the job is still to be delivered. So, I think,
is it?
Yeah, it's not been delivered yet.
Okay, there is a potential that the terrariums are going to get back in stock on Monday. There's a potential for it. So if it's not Monday, it's going to be Tuesday, Wednesday. But that's fantastic. So that's less than a week now.
It's good, isn't it?
Hey, they've pulled the stops out there.
They have. So here we go. We might need to show this on Dan's camera.
Wow.
Look how good that is, and look how well you can read the acetate wrap. It's so good. It's so detailed. There's so much colours just bouncing off the card as well.
There's rainbow mirror, you've got an embossing folder in there, you've got die cuts in there. I love the fact that you've got different widths on that as well, but the colours are
magnificent.
This is a beautiful, beautiful product. Can we just get the big pack shot again? Is that okay, Jess? There you go. So that's all of the 20 colours together. Some of them look quite flat. You know that they're not flat. You know that there's lots of colour and shade in these. I think you can sort of see it on the pink here. It's beautiful. But those are your colour tones, the 20 that you're going to get. So there's stuff festive in here, for sure. You've got your lovely greens and so on for Christmas. But you've got springtime colours in here as well. And you've got those lovely purples.
Yes, the
Some
purples
great
are
colours.
so nice.
Beautiful.
But lots of like complementary colours as well within this pack. You've got
for sure where they work together.
Where they work really nicely together. You know, your teals and your lemon colours as well. Your pinks. Some of those darker tones work really nicely to bring out the brightness in the others as well.
There you go. Absolutely gorgeous. All 20 of these in your selection instead of $14.99, which is its long-term price. £11.99 as a launch deal. How long is the launch deal lasting? Do we know?
Till the end of the month.
Till the end of the month. Oh, that's good. Is it the 4th of the month?
It is the 4th.
Oh, what a good deal. I'm really pleased with that. Okay, so it lasts to the end of the month, which is brilliant because you get a whole month of it at that price.
I know it's the 5th
That's lovely
today.
because that kind of end of the month thing always tends to happen like on the 24th.
I know.
And, to the end of the month.
So you only got
end
2
of the month,
days.
whole month.
No,
fantastic.
whole month.
Don't sleep on the white. I think the white will probably go out of stock first. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Okay. Nat, embossing folders.
Yes.
You used an embossing folder there.
I did. I'm going to use one next as well.
Excellent. To show how well it takes that and that embossing and how. Because it's a laminated front, it really holds that embossing as well. It does. So we want to show you some of our embossing folders. We've got the most recent embossing folders here, which is the Wildlife Print Ultimate Collection. These are 6x6 in size, 2D embossing folders. There's £4 saving there, so these are £5.99 each. You can buy them. If you want to, we've got a multi-buy where you can mix and match any two for a tenner. Or you can get all 4 of these, and it will, and it's naturally 20 quid on £19 something or other. Because we put these as special prices, can you bring the multi-buy price back at just a sec? There you go. Because we've got these as special prices, a set price of £19.96, you do get your discount off it. So if you're a club member, you'll only pay £18.96, which is almost. And if you're a diamond member, you'll only pay £17.96, which is phenomenal. We don't talk about diamond enough. We should do. If you're a diamond member, you can buy diamond membership for basically 20 quid, but what you get immediately is a £20 kit, which is incredible. So you get your whole money's worth immediately. You get a £5 on your birthday. You get double when it's double discount. Oh, your discount goes up to 10% from 5%. When it's double discount, you go to 20%.
It does.
It's madness. Being in the Diamond Club is just fantastic. Anyway, Tiger Stripes. We have the leopard print, which is exceptionally popular, and it's like Anne-Marie in an embossing folder, really, isn't it?
100%.
We've got crocodile skin, and then we've got cat in an embossing folder, which is our cow print there. Beautiful, beautiful. But we do have others that you can mix and match with. So we've got the herringbone, absolute essentials like the herringbone there. Zigzags, which are really cool. We have stripes. We have the stars that Nat used just before. And we have what I have a feeling she's going to use next, which is the dots. This is also what was used on that lovely white card that I showed you before. Examples of your fantastic embossing folders, but with your brand new Rainbow Miri, I do apologise, Rainbow Adorable Scorable. It just looks like Miri, doesn't it? So you say Miri, it's not. With your best wishes, a lovely little belly bands, they're called, aren't they?
They are.
Around there as well. Another example of how good it is with die cutting as well. You've got that Prism white in the background. You've got it die cut, your rainbow finish, but you've also got it embossed there. There's Thinking of You. It goes so well with Miri in the background. Oh, it's not even Miri. Rainbow Adorable Scorable in the background, sorry. And fantastic gemstones as well. Thank you very much, Nat, for that. Again, Nat, you showing similar to the style of the card that you made just
very,
before.
very similar. And I think it's like where the sort of colours and the mix of designs really come together. But so simple, so sweet, and I love the Easter colours that we've mixed together there.
Really, really nice. And again, using those stripes here and showing how they can go into the centre like that and look rather special. Celebrating style. Now, what's this in the centre? That's a...
That is a trim me.
Oh, it's one of your trim me's.
It's one of the trim me's.
Fantastic. Okay, so trim me, but instead of being used as an insert, it's used as the centrepiece to your card, and then die cut around in that lovely sort of scallop circle there. Really, really attractive. Fantastic. Embossing folders, any two for $9.98, and we're going to go to Nat, and she's going to use one of them.
We are. So we're going to make a card using that gorgeous white. It's going to be similar in the style that it is going to be a wedding card, but we're going to, and we are going to use the same embossing folder, but we're going to make something completely different, hopefully. So I'm going to start off by cutting my pieces, because we are going to do a diorama card, and I'm going to do like I think I'm going to do a 5x7. So I want to cut my height to 7, and then the centre of my card is going to be, let's just check with my die. Yeah, the centre of my card is going to be 5x7. So then I want to add on ½ an inch on each side, and then I want to add an inch on each side. So that will be up to my 8. So let's just trim that, and then that is going to be left to one side. I'm going to do the same again on here. So we want it all the way to 7, and then I am going to do 7x8. Was that right? 5, a half on each side, 2 whole inches for each side. I think it's going to be right. We'll see though. I'll get my scoreboard next, and we're going to do some scoring. Now with this, like on Miri, score on the reverse. It's so much easier to do so. So I'm going to score it at 1 and at a half. So just make sure that that is really nice and burnished. And then we're going to score it at 6.5 and at 7. So again, just really, really burnishing in those folds, and then we can make sure that this folds back, and you can see just how beautiful this transforms and scores and folds. So think about all of your most loved folded cards, and how you're going to be able to recreate these now in this rainbow finish. So this now is the very front of my card. I'm going to stretch it back out. I'm going to die cut it first. So I'm going to take this heart, and I'm going to place that in the middle. I'm going to stick it down, and then we're going to run that through. So let's just pop that together, and then before we do any more, I'm going to repeat my scores from that piece on this one. So at 1 and at a half, and then at 6.5 and at 7 as well. So we're just going to add those in. So this is going to be the back of our card. So I'm going to start off by die cutting, and then we're going to do some embossing on that front panel as well. So you can see how beautiful it cuts, but how sort of much detail you can get out of it. Now, because I want to be really careful not to damage this,
The white's
I might
so
just
beautiful.
get a piece of just plain card. I mean, we are going to emboss it, so we are going to add extra detail in it too, but you just want to make sure that we're not sort of damaging that with our plates. And, you know, die cutting machine plates are incredible and they last a really long time, but there does come a point where if you, maybe you've got a special set that you use for projects like this that just need to be perfect. So we're going to take this out and hopefully that will have die cut from there. And then you can see you've got so much less sort of markings on your plate. And then we're going to bring in our Dotty embossing folder. So this is from our very first collection, and this one is still available to buy as well on that website. And we are just going to run this through a few times to fill out this whole space. And this is what I love about our embossing folders as well, is that they are designed so that we can do really fun things with them, and we can do larger cards, smaller cards. We don't have to stick to our cards being 6 by 6.
So you're going to be able to tile this then?
Yeah.
Oh.
So my favourite way to do it is to move your cardstock along, and then you will find that your dots line up.
They drop in.
And they kind of like sit in that space. So I can add that back on.
Of course they'll sit in, which will secure them and create sort of a key for them to hold into the correct place. So as it goes through, it just extends that pattern.
So we can just make
Absolutely
larger
brilliant.
Cards. It doesn't matter about the size.
So your 6,
so
there
you've
you
got
go.
that now, and then we're just going to do the very end. Now I'm thinking I might have to do this.
You do it that way and then that way.
This way around. If I can get the patterns to match up, which I definitely can. You just have to be a little bit careful with when you're doing it, but as long as those edges, sort of those dots all line up together and they sort of slot into place, you know that you're good, and it's going to hit those places every time. And of course, because we've gone over it a couple of times as well, it's just going to sort of extra enhance the embossing. So my last one, and then we've got a little bit more die cutting to do with our sentiment. So again, just lining that up on there.
Chloe says that the Prism white is kind of calling her. I'm not surprised. It's beautiful, and now is the time, naturally, because it is at its launch offer price of $9.99 instead of $11.99 on that fantastic white cardstock. A pearlescent finish, really. This rainbow Adorable Scorable when it's on the white. Fantastic for wedding cards.
So my card front is ready to go. All of my foiling is done. Now you could do your embossing first, but when it comes to die cutting, that emboss is going to sort of sink into there. So you don't necessarily want to do that first. So next up we need to do the rest of our die cuts. So I'm going to bring in a page from the fantastic Perfect Verses, which we launched recently. And let me grab my dies for this. I'm going to use this one. It says, to be someone's first love is amazing, but to be their last is everything. And this heart just fits on perfectly to get that text in there. So again, we're going to make sure that's nice and secure so it doesn't move. So we get all of that font on there, like so. And
Nat,
then
I've got Perfect Poetry
we're going
on a
to
very
put out
special
our
offer.
Congratulations. Have you?
Because
it's only just come out.
We've got the
new one.
I don't know which ones. I think I've got Moments and I've got Birthday in front of me.
Oh, okay.
Yesterday was Pancake Day.
It was Pancake Day. Did you have pancakes?
Do you know we didn't? Because we'd made, I know this is really naughty, but we'd made spaghetti bolognese the day before and had, when we make it, we always make it up for 2 days. It's just like a, you know.
Just like a thing.
Yeah, it's a good, making a spag bol, a good one. It's a good hour and
Yeah, it takes
whatever,
a while.
You know, so it's an investment of time.
It is.
So we had it over 2 days. So we already had our tea sort of made, which is great. When you get home and you know your tea's like already done, it's like 5-10 minutes and you're ready to go. It's brilliant.
I had football last night, so my mum made me my tea.
So did you get pancakes?
I did. Yay. I rang up on my dinner, didn't I, Jess? Yeah. I rang her up on my dinner to make sure she was making pancakes for tea.
Excellent.
She went, well, I was going to do pork chops, but seeing as you've requested it, I'll go to the shop.
Yay.
So when I got there, she was just making my brother's. He had Nutella pancakes. But I went for a savoury pancake.
Did you?
Yeah, I love a savoury crepe. The only thing I can have in it though, there's a place in Amsterdam called Amsterdam Pancakes.
Okay.
I've had one from there, which was, oh my goodness, that had cream cheese and smoked salmon on. I had it as like a breakfast crepe.
Okay.
That was delicious, but my favourite go-to is ham and cheese.
Ham and cheese,
Yeah.
excellent. Right, so
nice.
there is. So we're very lucky. We have a place in a house in France in a small place called Beaujolais, near to a town called Émoutier. And in Émoutier there is a bar called Le Patron Minet. Okay, and Le Patron Minet literally translates to the cat's behind. Right?
Okay.
So it's the cat's bottom, basically, right? Don't ask me why, I don't know why it's called that. But there's a cat that lives there and all this sort of stuff, and it's named after the cat, and it's all that, you know. They do these things, they call them fajitas, and it's wrong, they're not, it must be in the
but they're like
translation,
fajitas.
Right? No, it's
Are
a
they like
pancake.
enchilada? Oh.
It's a pancake, right? But the pancake has got in it, you can choose whether you want chicken or
They
lamb
do
kofta
that, don't
or
they?
whatever.
Yeah.
So you can have like seasoned chicken, and it has cheese in it, and it has potato,
Ooh.
right? So you like imagine like
sounds
fried
quite
potato,
nice.
if you will,
Yeah.
and onions,
Yeah.
and that's all cooked and then put into the pancake, and then whatever sauce of your choice in it,
Okay.
and then it's folded up on like into
Like,
sort of a triangle,
Like
and
what's
then
the Mexican one that
sort
they
of
have?
griddled or whatever. I'm not sure, but it's
Oh,
amazing.
no, that sounds really good.
Honestly, it's so good, and we go there for this, and it is just joy. You know, there are some places in the world that you go and you have a certain thing, and it just makes you so.
It just makes you so happy. It's one of them,
It's
isn't
one
it?
of those.
It's one of those.
Le Patron
So I'm going to use this die again to recut out some of these hearts in the glitter as well. So again, just doing the same ones on here. We went to a really good pancake house in York as well a couple of weeks ago. We went for the day. And it's called the Double Dutch Pancake House, and it's in this really old building. So old that like upstairs where the seating area is, like the tables are actually on a slant because the floor's like that. But we went there and I had like an Amsterdamer, which had really thin sliced apples. It had like cinnamon on it. And then I think it was like cheese as well. It was a really random mix, but it was so good. So good.
Fantastic.
I am a lover of pancakes.
Lynn said, Dan, I would have made savoury pancakes. I do this as a change to pasta. It's delicious. Well, Ellery got home. When Ellery got home, Ellery was doing, so year 7. Ellery was like a prefect at school, so I think year 7, it was parents' evening, so he was helping them.
Oh, he had to
so,
go.
Yeah, he only got home at like 9:30 last night or whatever. And we'd used the pasta. The pasta was gone, right? So we'd used the pasta. So we didn't have any left in the house. The shopping hadn't come yet. So he just had like tiger bread with spaghetti with bolognese on it. I like tiger bread sandwiches.
That sounds well good.
Bolognese
A bolognese
sandwiches.
sandwich.
Good,
I guess it's just like a meatball sub, isn't it?
Yeah.
But deconstructed.
Exactly, yeah,
Oh my goodness, Ellery. It's Ellery's birthday today, isn't it?
It's Ellery's birthday. Ellery, my glorious son, 17 years old today. Blooming.
I've not seen him and Joshua in a while. Now that they're getting older, they don't get their lifts from here anymore.
Not from here, no. So Joshua is Ellery's cousin.
Yes.
And Joshua was born on the same day as Ellery, but 1 year earlier. So it's Joshua's 18th today.
It's crazy, isn't it?
Which is brilliant. So we are going to out for a meal tonight, and
Nice.
Joshua is going to buy his first legal pint. I should
Beverage.
say. Yeah.
So I've just
Birthdays are great, aren't they?
stuck that down a bit too quickly.
Your mum's birthday today as well, Jess. Happy birthday, Jess's mum.
Birthday twins all the way around.
All the way around.
So let's just pop that together, and that's going to build up our little diorama. And then when that's stuck down, you can really sort of like bend that to make sure it sits really nicely. I'm going to go in with my sentiment, which is going to sit in the middle. Now to give that maximum height, I'm going to go in with some 4mm foam pads. And we're really going to go quite crazy with those. We might even like double them up twice. So let me just see where they sit. And then we're going to add another set on.
Oh,
So
now people are talking about Yorkshire puddings as well, because it's essentially the same mix.
It is. Honestly, Yorkshire pudding wraps,
So,
that's something I'm into.
I've got a question for you, right? So, Yorkshire puddings, yeah?
Yeah. I could live off Yorkshire puddings for the rest of my life.
Roast beef, Yorkshire puddings, right? Okay, but yeah, question: roast chicken, Yorkshire puddings? We do.
Yorkshire puddings on everything.
Roast anything Yorkshire puddings.
Any roast you do, you make Yorkshire puddings.
Oh, that's amazing.
You can't not.
Yorkshires. And you make your own, yeah, rather than the.
Well, I have to.
Oh yeah, okay.
I have to. So what I'm going to do here is just have them on like a little slant.
Oh.
Because I'm going to put one in, and then I'm going to go in with another one, like tucked underneath in here, so you can kind of like see them together. Maybe we'll go up on the top, I think. So I'm going to. That was doubled up, so this one might need to be tripled up. I'm going to go crazy with our foam pads here, but because we're making it in like a box, it's going to be quite protected.
Well, this is it.
So
sort of the score, simple scores here, but put together like in the opposite way of each other, just creates this such depth, because you haven't just got one layer of depth.
No.
You've got double depth.
Double depth.
Which is brilliant. We like a bit of double depth.
Bring that in there, so you've got two hearts within that heart. And then these ones.
Look at the pearlescent now.
I know, it's so pretty.
The light that shines on it.
It's shining so nicely, isn't it?
It's so nice.
So
that's our Prism white rainbow finish Adorable Scorable, everyone. It's brand spanking new today. It's at a launch price of £9.99 instead of the usual £11.99. We're going to hold that price for the whole of the calendar month, right to the end of March.
I love that we're doing that.
And then it'll be a bit of an April Fool when it goes back up in price, unfortunately.
It will. So let's pop this on here, like so. I'm thinking, do we go white with the thingy underneath, or do we go glittery with the white underneath so it like stands off? I'm not sure, you know. Maybe the other way still. I love the white on white with this though. The white on white is really show-stopping.
All you've got to do to make sure that you can sit is just create a little bit of shadow.
Yeah.
Just a tiny bit of shadow that you create.
And that's what we're going to do with this beautiful shimmer glitter card as well. And your glitter card in every colour is going to work with this white.
Can I just point out Stephen and Nicole's dedication? Sat in the doctor's surgery waiting to see the nurse. And is watching us.
Well, you don't know how long you're going to be waiting in these queues now for the doctors, so
and I hope your appointment goes brilliantly.
You've got to take care. You don't know how long you'll be sat there, so you need to make sure that you're not bored. You've got to take some extra curriculum. So then I'm going to go in with my strips. Now your strips fit really nicely on here, but I am just going to cut them in half ever so slightly shorter, because I just like to not be able to see my foam pad. I like that foam pad really hidden, and I'm going to trim it before I stick it on so that it's even easier just to place in that space. But you can see that there is enough space there for you to be able to, especially because you've doubled up your layers, that you'll be able to keep that on there. But I'm just going on all of those straight edges on all of those words. I'm going to do one on this G.
Now, I think that we're going to see a lot of this cardstock used when it comes to festive cards.
100%. This white one, with snow embossing folders.
It's going to look absolutely beautiful.
We are very excited for all of the kits that we're going to be able to do and like add this with as well. Like, think about all of those gorgeous like blue kits we've done with the holographic foiling in the past, using these this cardstock with like mats and layers and stuff. It's going to be a showstopper. So just go in and peeling that all off. We are so nearly finished now. A few gemstones and we will be done. So just adding that on the bottom of here. I might have added too much of my foam pad on there, because I think that is going to hang off the edge. So let's just see if we can just pop that off. I'm going to have that.
Isn't it interesting how
over the top
colour or a finish that works so well for wedding also works so well for Christmas?
It does.
Two very, very different, unless of course you've got a Christmas wedding, two very, very different occasions, but yet the same sort of finish works so beautifully well for both.
I can't find the glittery ones that I wanted, but I'm thinking ABs will work really nice. And we're not
Oh,
going to
for
use loads
sure.
of them, but we're just going to go in and just add a couple.
I think also pearl silver would look really, really nice, wouldn't it?
I wonder if you could do it in gold.
Gold.
No, I'm not sure whether gold
pearl
would take the
don't
same.
know. It might do, you know, because the colours that this has in it, when you see there's green to it,
there is
there's
like pinks
pink
and
to
bright
it. It's
colours,
kind of a
isn't there?
rainbow, isn't it? It's well, obviously rainbow finish, but
So now, there you go.
look at that. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful finish. Lovely pearlescent effect, just shining across
That's
that
so
card. Nice little bit of a
nice,
jaunty
isn't it?
angle there as well, Natalie, inside the card, I must say.
It works.
When you first did it, I thought I wasn't sure. And then that little one, that little heart, just looks absolutely
It looks so
brilliant,
cute, doesn't it?
That's why she makes the cards. Okay, everybody, I hope you're loving this new card stock. It's been ever so popular on Hobby Maker, super popular with us, of course. It's a long-term product, so do not worry about being able to get hold of this long-term. Some of our products are what you class as fashion products, which means that they're there for a short period of time and we don't remanufacture them. The stock, we know that the stock we have will only be there for a short period of time, but we will be adding more stock to it, so it will get remanufactured, do not worry. That being said, grab it while you can, while it's here. Okay, so I'm going to repeat the Win It Weekly question if that's okay, and this is to win our Pretty Poppies bundle. 3 lucky winners. We need the answer to this question. The largest natural flower bouquet is made up of how many flowers? It's either 6,000 plus change, it's 4,000 plus change, or it's 5,000 plus change. 6, 4 or 5, they are your numbers. We don't need the whole number. Pop it into the chat either on Facebook, on this show, or any of the Hunky Dory TV shows throughout the week. Same thing on YouTube if you want to, or indeed on the Hunky Dory Hub. The question is asked there. You pop your answer in wherever you want. We're going to pick 3 lucky winners. We'll do that on Friday during our Thank Craft It's Friday show. And then 3 people are going to get sent that fantastic Ultimate Collection for free. And we send it out on the Friday as well, as long as you come back to us with your address details, which means you get it super quick and can be crafting straight away. Freebies, 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 like. Do you know what else I like, Natalie? Apart from Yorkshire puddings and pancakes, which are bloody brilliant.
Yeah.
Pancakes, because it was Pancake Day.
We've got flipping good deals.
We have some flipping good deals, and these are flipping good deals, one of which I'm a bit nonplussed about, but anyway. Okay, so first thing, I mentioned the perfect poetry.
You did.
So we have the moments here, but we also have
I bet in that moments one, there's a perfect wedding
birthdays
one as well. I didn't think to look in that one.
Shall I have a look? So foiled paper pads, yeah. So this has got fantastic foiled. There you go. As you can see, the foiled upside down, of course. Foiled poetry in there. Beautiful, beautiful poetry, and you get 2 on a page. So there's 48, which means that you are getting 96. Well done, Daniel. 96 poems in a gold and silver mix. So there's sympathy in there. I can see. There's new baby in there. The question's been popped and met with a yes. We're delighted to see such happiness.
Oh, that's
the
cute.
love you have is one to behold, perfectly matched in heart and soul.
I like that. That's nice.
There you go. So there's wedding in there now. There's loads and loads and loads to go out, everybody. And we have the moments and we have the birthdays. Look at the price. It's half of the normal price.
Half the
Natalie.
price.
Half of the normal price. How long do these last, please, Jess? Till Sunday. Only until Sunday, your perfect poetry pads are half price. Here you go. Grab that on the website. Go to the offers section on the website and you'll see that. Next thing I'm going to show you is some Miri mats. Is that all right, Jess? We have a number of different colours of Miri mats, and these are your core colours for Miri. A Miri mat, Nat.
Yes.
This is where you can pop, let's say, a little book directly onto a little book Miri mat,
Yeah.
and it's going to fit perfectly.
It will fit perfectly on there.
And give you that sort of that border, that Miri border, which is effectively makes a little book page into an immediate
topper.
You get 120 pages in your little books. Imagine how many toppers you can make very, very quickly. Well, it'd be 120, wouldn't it? These contain 60 sheets each, and you can choose from a massive selection of colours. Normally, these are, I'll have to do my maths, 5, 6, 7, 8, are they £8.99? I think they're normally £8.99 each. 2 for a tenner.
Wow.
Any two. Whatever colours you want, be it the gold, be it the silver, or be it any of these fantastic colours that we have here as well. There's more. I can't hold them all. I don't have enough hands. There's a lot to go at. So grab them while you want, but between now and Sunday, there'll be any 2 for 20. Let's move that out of the way. Any 2 for 10, silly me. And come to the one that I'm just astounded at. Is this any little books? So we are bog off.
Brand new ones.
We are bog off little books.
Yeah.
Buy one get one free little books.
Ooh.
If you don't know what a little book is, it's a little book of loads and loads of artwork. There's 120 pages of artwork in here. Look at how beautiful the artwork is. This is your hydrangeas, so you're going to get lots and lots of different styles of hydrangea. There we go. We've got people holding them. You've got festive. You've got sort of a vintage. I mean, not festive. There you go. Watercolor. You've got the cross there. You've got the deep and dark. You've got the plant pots. You've got the cups, bouquets. You name it. 120 sheets there. Wild West, birthday humour, fairy decadence. Spring is here. In the countryside, Highland cows, Bon Voyage, peacocks, special days, and I know that in total there are circa 60
Wow.
different little book varieties available right now on the website, including Christmas, including every day, including every kind of theme you can possibly imagine. And right now, between now and Sunday, they're buy one, get one free. So fill your boots. If you've got little books that you want to add to your collection, if you've got one that's running out and you want to replace it, the little books are fashion items. So when they are gone, in general, they're gone. Sometimes we reprint if they go so fast that we weren't expecting it. But in general, new ones come out.
Yeah.
And the older ones are retired.
Yeah.
That's how it works. Natalie,
Yes.
are you ready for a demonstration?
I am, and I'm going to use our brand new colours with our little book. So I've gone with the Little Book of Birthdays, which is a new one that we've recently brought out. And I've gone with this image because it's so fun. It says Born to be Wild, but only until 9 p.m. or so. And I was really drawn to this woman in her fantastic outfit because she's got stripy leggings on, which I thought I can replicate that in my background using a mixture of our incredible brand new colours, but I can also, if I want to, is bring in some of our regular Adorable Scorable, so I can do sort of like the, let's find it, I can do the green.
So you've got some with a matte finish,
Yeah.
and some with a...
So I can mix
Let
and
me
match
pull that out for you,
the
yeah.
design. Have I got it? There we go. I was trying to leave it in, but definitely not enough space for that. And then I can also do the yellow. So let's pop these two out. Let's
Colour-wise,
bring
looks
in
great, doesn't it?
these ones, so we can like mix and match between the sort of colours that we've got here, which really are showcased from this. I think I might change my blue because I've definitely got a really light blue in here, which I think matches her tights better. So let's switch that blue out. So we've got the pink and the colours in there from that.
And there are so many colours. You've got 20 different colours in this
Yeah.
brand new Rainbow Adorable Scorable.
And because we're sort of like cutting into this cardstock and we're doing lots of different things with it, I'm not actually using like all of the colours. So it stretches out like what you can create with these designs. So I'm not going to use any mirror. I am going to bring in my pastel edged card blanks. So let me grab those. I've got some here from the other day that we snuck into this little space, and I'm gonna I think the pink is gonna really work because we've got pink in here, so we can use those, and it's a different like shade of pink as well, and there's lots of different shades of pink within her dress, so that's really going to work. So let's just create a really sort of like fun background. So this is an A5 card blank, so I know that this can sit really nicely in the middle. So what we need to do is we just need to create like a cool panel that we can put on the outside here, and I think I'm literally just going to do sort of like the stripes, but we're going to go sort of like down here. So I always like to have one colour that's going to be like my base layer. So I'm going to do that as this green, and I'm going to cut that down to the size that I know it needs to be. So is about a quarter under the A5, so I can test that out on there.
Now, can I just ask a question? Do you, you know the little book page that you've used?
Yeah.
Do you know which book it's from?
It's the Little Book of Birthdays.
The Little Book of Birthdays.
So it's one of our most recent
Lily
ones
got
that
there
we've
before
done.
me. Well done.
So I've got the green sort of like layer ready to go, and then these ones I can just sort of trim at different widths. So I'm going to do some that are 1. I'm going to do a couple that are really, really skinny. And then we can mix and match throughout, and then I'm going to do some that are a half as well. So we've got a nice sort of mix, and I'll do that across all my different colours. So we can do 1, we can do a half, and then I'm going to do 2 that are just sort of like little 1/4 inch strips. And then let's go in with our yellow, and we'll repeat that again.
So Nat, when you were at college,
Yeah.
did you wear funky tights? Have you ever worn funky colours? Because that's a kind of a college thing, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? I remember people at college who would wear like funky striped tights.
I don't think I did.
Did you not? Jess, did you?
No.
No.
It was probably maybe like younger than
Dressed up as a
college.
witch and wore purple and black.
You dressed up as a witch and wore
Stripy
purple and black
tights,
striped
yeah.
tights. Excellent. Can I ask you a question? Was that near Halloween, or was it just dressing up as a witch? Halloween?
He's testing you there, Jess.
Like every weekend.
All the time. In her spare time, Jess dresses up as a witch. So I love using my my sort of edging on here for this, because it means that you can get in here and really create sort of like nice edges. So there's somewhere we can go like right up and sort of marry those colours together. And again, I'm going to do like a mix of my different sizes here when I'm doing each one. And then of course we can sort of like leave the green for a little bit longer. And then you can also just change up the direction, or not the direction, but the colours that you're going to use. So this time I'm going to do quite a big green, and then I'm going to do pink. Then I'm going to go in with, let's go in with yellow. So I'll use this 1/2 inch yellow.
We've had a question, Nat. It says, can we now use this gorgeous new cardstock as borders on new toppers, etc.? So,
Yeah, you'll be able to.
what? Well, no,
Oh.
hold on. What I
No.
think they're
Oh, the
asking
holographic.
is, can this finish be done on
On a kit.
on a kit? Okay.
That's a
so
question for you, Daniel.
that is a question for me, and this needs some. This needs a little bit of technical work on it to make it work correctly.
It needs Natalie to go down to the machines, doesn't it, and tell them that they need to
This is a
get the job done.
Natalie seems to wink, and things happen much easier than if I wink. I know that. Okay, so this needs this is a semi-translucent finish.
Yes.
Okay.
So it needs a colour behind it, doesn't
so
it?
it needs a colour behind it. Now, we've done this effect previously with a mother of pearl semi-translucent finish.
Yeah.
Okay. And I think it's absolutely stunning.
Bits off.
But that finish doesn't have, it's not as reflective
Let's go
as this, if you will.
No, I don't think so.
It's all about having the right release on the because it's actually kind of foil, but a semi-translucent foil, and it's all about having the right release on it for it to be able to work on specific machines. So the release on this means that it is perfect for full coverage over the whole thing. Does that make sense? Now something we have had done. Oh, do you know what? I reckon I can go on a mission here. Give me a
I don't
second.
think you're going to be able to find that.
Do you know what I'm looking for?
Are you finding the one that we had where it was foiled on top of it?
Oh, full edge-to-edge coverage over.
No.
Give me a sec. Okay, so I'm just going to nip into the office, right? Which means that
You're going to get some
I've
noise.
got no idea what's going to happen, but yeah, I'll be back in a minute
Carnage.
now. You know,
I'll just keep crafting,
talk
don't
amongst
worry.
yourselves.
I'll keep crafting. So we've got all of this beautiful sort of like striped detail now, which I can just trim off with my trimmer. So we can just pop that in, and then these are all really sticky. So what you can do with this is if you've got the, oh no, I didn't see that.
Right, now honestly, the amount of trouble I'll get in for this, yeah, it's ridiculous.
Did Jen see you take that?
I can't explain the level of trouble I'll get in for this.
So we've got mixes of those colours now on there, and we're
Okay.
just going to stick this straight onto. I think it's nice though because it shows everyone like how we work things out in a way,
Yeah, it's really cool.
like how we test things and how we see if this is a product that we can
I'll wait
keep.
and I'll show you that in a minute.
So we've got our
think you'll
super
like
cool stripy border to match the ladies' crazy tights. I'm going to pop this in the middle. Now I'm going to matte and layer this onto some more pink just to make it pop. So I think this would be a good idea, you know, as well, Dan. Mirror mats.
Mirror mats in the
rainbow.
In rainbow, yeah, it
Yeah.
would be fantastic, wouldn't it? So just a mix of the mirror mats. Okay,
Yeah.
I can do that for you.
So let's just trim that down, and then I think it needs to be 6. But we can work around it. This is why we get mirror mats, because we don't like doing the mats on edges like this. But that's going to work. You get that gorgeous little holographic around there.
Brilliant, isn't it?
That one has died. Need to stop using it. So we can just stick this straight onto here, and then I've got some sheets that I've done some fussy cutting from. So I've fussy cut the words out from here, and we have got these on now. I'm sticking these on with a mixture of different foam pads, different heights, just to make it more
Just an even more
crazy
vibe to this card now.
Yeah.
And I have to say, the colours that you've got on this are absolutely
It's so
brilliant.
fun,
It's
isn't it?
fresh, it's bright, but it's still clean. It's a really, really nice card.
So I'm going to pop that on there. My Born is going to be, that's on with 2mm foam pads, 4mm foam pads, sorry, so that's going to lift off even higher. Just going to stick that one on there, that one's on there, and then we're going to fussy cut out our crazy lady. So we have started doing that. I'm just down to this edge here, and then I'm just going to bring this around. Oops. Take it around that little number there, and then I'm giving it a nice white edge, mainly because she's got quite crazy hair, and it's just easier to fussy cut and leave that sort of edge off there. So I'm going to stick this back on now, and again I'm going to go in with my 4mm so that is the same height as our word. So 4mm on that, and then I want a little bit of 2mm on the glass here, so that stands at the same height or sits on top of this one. Just might need to put a tiny little bit underneath the glass. Let's just go in with that. She can sit on there.
It's great. Just little books, because
Like
you get
so.
6 sheets of each design in the
Really
pad.
nice mix of
that
dimension
whole
on there
fussy
as
cutting,
well.
adding a bit of dimension to it, just takes one other sheet. Using 2 sheets there, well, you could make 60 cards from a little book that have this extra layer on them like this, with a bit of fussy cutting, and it just adds a bit more, doesn't it? Little books were not born to be flat pages.
No,
they weren't. They weren't.
They look great like that, and if you're someone who makes cards for charity, it's a really nice way to be
fast,
able to,
yeah,
to make quick cards.
But they're born to craft.
They're born
with.
to be
Born to be wild.
They're
Nat.
born to just go crazy and make different things. And then I love this because you're going to get that sort of like triptych of your flat adorable scorable and then your rainbow finish within those stripes. So it's not fully rainbow, but you've got little hints of it within the card that we've used there.
Isn't it great? And she is having a fantastic time because she is born to be wild, but only until 9 p.m. Okay, this is going to get me in a lot of trouble, right? I know this already, yeah? I'm going to get shot for this. So if you don't see me again, all right, happy crafting, everyone.
Who do we need
Good
to
luck.
blame if we don't see you again? Will it be
It's a
Jen?
mix between Jen and Anne-Marie, I think.
I don't know whether Anne-Marie won't be bothered.
Let me show you something. Okay. So this is not for sale. Okay, this is not for sale. You can't buy this. You can't get this. That's not my point in showing it to you, right? It's an idea of something that we could do. So that is the rainbow adorable scorable finish. But on, do you want to bring it to the smaller? There you go. But on 4 colour, so full colour, if you will, toppers.
So we could
there.
create a beautiful collection.
So this is how. This is
And
how.
then place
do you want to
this
go back
over
to
the top.
to the big screen again? So this is how we manufacture our products. So we start off with them all together like this on something that's called SRA2, which is bigger than A2. So it's like 4 A4s together plus extra. So you get this sort of white around the outside, yeah.
It's like double the size of that, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah. And then they get cut down to the right size for you get and foiled and so on and so forth. But that's kind of an example. Let's just have a look at some of the colour. Do you want to go to the small one again? That's kind of an example of what we're going to be able to do, or what we might do. We're just going to work out and see how it works the best. Let me see if I can get you this guy here. Isn't that fantastic?
It works really nicely on the bright coloured things,
on the
doesn't
bright
it?
colours, and that
Or
was
like-
the only thing that I was like, okay, because that's the kind of thing where you expect it to really work. But what it does do, so we've got to work out play with the colours, because what it does do is it's semi-translucent what it adds on top.
Yeah.
Which means that it does take away from the colour a little bit.
It does. It does
If
sort
that
of
makes
change the
sense.
colour, and you can see that when you show the Adorable Scorable next to it.
Yes.
Like it is the same colours, but they're not as uniform as you would think because of
No.
that finish.
There you go. So I've just got to decide. We've got some work to do to decide how it works best and how it would look best, yeah? But this is the kind of thing that maybe further down the line we might be able to do. We shall see. And that was our test for white. So, oh no, it's not going to like it. Sorry. That was our test for white. So yeah, we just did it. It just happened to be on the back of that. We put it through and we went, oh yes, it's got to be white. White's fantastic. Anyway. Something fun, not for now, maybe for later. I hope you've had a good show. I've enjoyed today, have you?
It's been a good show, yeah.
It's been a good show, that. Don't sleep on that Rainbow Adorable Scorable. It's absolutely gorgeous. That white will go out of stock quite quickly. But we will get them all back in stock, and it's a long-term product, so do not worry. Tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Amy.
Today.
Today?
No, tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Anne-Marie is over at Hobby Maker tomorrow at 2 o'clock with delightful die cut pads.
Yep, new ones.
At 4 o'clock
Great
with Build a
things.
Bouquet pad, right.
Brand new.
Build a Bouquet pad.
Yeah.
Wow.
Have you seen the cards that have been made with it?
I
They're
saw
so good.
the cards that were made with the Build a Bouquet pad that Anne-Marie made, I think, 3 at home
Do you know
one
what?
afternoon.
If you sneak onto Anne-Marie's desk, there's some cards that Barbara made. Shall
Are
we
there?
show them?
Am I allowed?
Go for it.
All right, you talk to Nat for a
I
minute.
did it yesterday.
I'm going to get in so much trouble.
There's a few that...
AMC's there?
Yeah. They are absolutely stunning. Can you see them? Or did I put them in the photography room? Or they might be on my desk. They're
just like-
somewhere.
Just like pootling about the office now.
Are they in my desk or the photography room? I literally just had them in my hand because Barbara came in just as I was coming out of here.
Oh, no, there's
No?
not. I don't know where they are.
Photography
I'm
room?
so sorry. They weren't.
They
I looked in
weren't?
the photography
Oh,
room.
no.
Okay,
Someone's
sorry. We
stolen
can't
them.
give you a... well, let's
This
just
is
tell
sad.
you. They're really, really good. Okay, so there's something called Build a Bouquet, and it's coming at 4 o'clock tomorrow on
Yeah.
Hobby Maker. And it's just brill. They're
It's
just,
really
the cards
good,
are
isn't
so
it?
clean. They're so beautiful. You can make so many.
So many.
It's fantastic. So yeah, what's really nice is so it's kind of I've been involved in that quite a lot. You've been involved in that quite a lot as well
Yeah.
with the design of that product, and it's lovely to see them when they come to fruition. 6 o'clock with Crafting with Hunky Dory issue 82. If there's any left, that's been busy. Next up with us, pocket pad lovers. Tomorrow's show is for you. So
It is.
if you're here with us at 10 o'clock tomorrow morning, Facebook, YouTube, please join us because you've got pocket-sized pads in square.
Square edition.
A square, brand new. We've never done square pocket
No.
pads before. We've got square pocket pads. And it's brilliant. And not only have we got square pocket pads, we've got some products that coordinate and go with them that are fantastic.
More dies if you love those dies that
If
have
you
sold.
love
I
those
mean,
dies that-
the ones that we brought in January sold out. We've still not got them back in.
Are they still not back in? Right.
No,
well, they
but
must
we've
be.
got
They must
brand
be
new
very,
colours.
very right. Okay, we've got brand new.
Brand new
okay.
colours, brand new designs that work with the square ones. So
Yeah,
you
which
can get
is
those.
fantastic. Okay, and that's Nat. So Nat will be stood where I am.
Yeah.
Amy will be where you are, Nat.
She will.
Tomorrow from 10 o'clock in the morning. Right, good. Sorry we couldn't show you any of the Build a Bouquet,
no,
but you'll
these are
see them
fine.
tomorrow at 4 o'clock on Hobby Maker and with us. Not too far afterwards. thank you very much for spending an hour and a bit with us. I've enjoyed it. Bye from Nat.
Bye.
Bye from Jess. Bye from me. See you later.